Barnaby the beaver lived in a bend of the wide river. He was an expert builder, but he was also slow, clumsy on land, and always smelt like damp wood. He was, he felt, profoundly boring. He spent his days envying the other animals. He watched the stags clash their antlers in the meadow. "Look at their power," he'd sigh to himself, dragging another stick to his dam. "Everyone admires their strength." He would see the foxes dart through the undergrowth, clever and quick. "They are so sharp," he'd mumble. "I just plod." And high above, the eagles would ride the wind, calling out with total freedom. "They see the whole world," Barnaby thought, "while I just stare at mud and logs." He felt small, slow, and unseen, convinced his life's work of stacking wood was pointless. One dry, hot summer day, a crack of lightning struck the ridge. A wildfire. Within an hour, the forest was ablaze. The wind fanned the flames, pushing a wall of fire and smoke down the valley, straight toward the dens where the foxes, rabbits, and other families lived. Panic erupted. The stags, for all their power, could only crash through the bushes in fear, saving themselves. The foxes, for all their cleverness, could only run. Their tricks were useless against a wall of fire. The eagles soared high above the smoke, screeching a warning, but they were powerless to stop the flames. The fire was winning. Barnaby the beaver, standing near his dam, felt the searing heat and smelled the smoke. He saw the fire's path. He saw the trapped families. And he had an idea. He didn't need to be fast. He didn't need to be clever. He just needed to be a beaver. "The main dam!" he yelled to his family. "Break it!" All of it. While the other animals fled, Barnaby and his lodge swam to the largest dam on the river, the one they had spent all year building. It held back a massive reservoir of water. They began to tear it apart. Chew, pull, crack. The stags and foxes, watching from a safe distance, thought the beavers had gone mad. With a final, mighty groan, the main log gave way. A roaring wall of water, released from the reservoir, surged down the riverbed, bursting its banks and flooding the valley floor. The water raced ahead of the fire, soaking the dry earth, dousing the undergrowth, and creating a massive wet fire break right in the wildfire's path. The fire hit the newly flooded land and hissed, steamed, and died, stopping just yards from the dens. When the smoke cleared, the valley was soaked, but it was safe. The eagle landed near the broken dam, its gaze no longer proud, but respectful. "I could see the danger, Barnaby, but I couldn't stop it." A fox, muddy but safe, came forward. "My cleverness only taught me how to run. Your work, it saved us." Barnaby, dripping wet and tired, looked at the dam he had so carefully built, and then so bravely destroyed. He had spent his whole life envying the speed of the foxes and the power of the stags. But when the crisis came, speed and power meant nothing. The forest didn't need another eagle. It didn't need another stag. It needed a builder. He finally understood. His purpose wasn't boring. It was essential. He wasn't just stacking logs. He was protecting a kingdom.